Good evening, panelists, and good evening, attendants. I'm Yuvraj Sowma here from Chennai. I'm the seventh generation Vaastu consultant in my family. Recently, my son also joined with these clans. He's in the 8th generation. He's in the attendance. His name is Kribananda Sowma.
Sir, sorry, please unmute yourself by mistake.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm Yuvraj Sowma from Chennai. I'm doing Vaastu hereditarily. I'm the 7th generation in my family. Recently, my son also joined in this. He finished civil engineering and diploma in architecture, and he is conducting classes also. Today, I'm going to talk about wellness on Vaastu Shastra. Okay. Many things about many people thinks about Vaastu. Vaastu is bring luck and fame and prosperity, so on. But I strongly believe the luck and fame and prosperity are all based on your karma. Okay, whatever you have invested in your birth, last birth, you can withdraw in this birth, like a fame and money, everything. Okay, so what astrologer does? Astrologers see your kundli and they check their astrology and what is your present and what is your past and what is your future. Based on that, if you follow that guidance, you will land in the correct way. Like that, Vastu. Vastu is the most important for health. When the person have the good health, then there will be a peace of mind. Then there will be a harmony in the house. So ultimate benefit of Vastu is health, harmony, and peace of mind. Okay. Most important thing in the Vastu, when person select the property, you have to select the property based on his birth star. Okay. Many things east is the east is very good facing and north is very good facing. Don't take a property in south facing. Don't take a property in west facing. These are all the wrong information actually. Every individual have a own sign. Based on the sign, the person should pick the property. Okay, like that. There are 12 signs in astrology. Okay, for example, Mesha and Rishabha, they should not pick the property north facing. Okay, and like a Kadaha and Simha, they should not pick a property east facing. But many people, even some Vastu consultant also says north is very good, east is very good. But these 4 Rasi people, they should not buy this direction. They should not get this direction. So this is the basic, the fundamental. If you follow Vastu from the fundamental thing, definitely you will lead a good health and harmony, peace of mind in the house. Vastu ensures you the good health. When the person, our body is governed by the 5 elements. You all know. So same, our residing place also governed by the 5 elements. How the 5 elements govern our body? The feet is governed by the earth. Our head is governed by the sky. Okay. Our body full of water. Okay. And our stomach is the fire region. And the upper portion and up to this level is air. Okay. So this is how the 5 elements governing our body. The same way, the 5 elements governing our residing place. Okay, southeast is governed by the fire, northeast is governed by the water, and southwest is governed by the earth, northwest governed by the air, and center of the place governed by the sky. Okay, in our body system, if the 5 elements, if it is in the equal portion in our body will be in a neutral way. Okay, if one element is higher, then that particular element disease the person will experience. Like a fire. If excess fire, what will happen? The fire-borne diseases the person will experience. The excess amount of water, that is also the waterborne diseases the person will experience. Like that, all the five elements should be in the equal portion. The same way in the house, when you pick the property, if the fire in the right region, in the water in the right region, in the earth, the master, if the master is in the earth corner, okay, like that, if the person is built, if they follow the Vastu principle, definitely the person will lead a peaceful life, mainly the health wise. Everything is start from the health. When health is a problem, his uh, mind will be disturbed. When the mind is disturbed, the harmony will be disturbed. Then there will be a quarrel in the house. Okay, for good health, the person must have good appetites. Okay, then good sleeping. When the good appetite, when good sleeping, definitely the person will have a good body, good health. Okay, so when you go to doctor asks, did you sleep well? First question, have you have the do you have any appetite issues? This is the first thing. If this two area, if it is a problem, then all the problems one by one. Okay, like that. When person is when whether in the small place and a bigger place, whatever, if you follow the Vastu principle in the particular area, definitely the person will lead a good health. Okay, I welcome any questions related this.
So generally, like you have seen in urban, you know, cities like metro cities, there is a very few percentage of people who can choose, apart from apartments, I understand. Land is very scarce now. So that's the problem of today's generation. How does Vastu give remedies on this challenging aspect?
Very good question, actually. Actually, where the developed cities, very difficult to get the land and build a house. Okay, the apartment culture is started long time back, and now you can see 150 floors, 60 floors, 70 floors very easily. Those days, 15 floor is a very high. Nowadays, easily you can see 25 floors, 50 floors, and all. See, basically, the Vastu is the earth is the most important element in Vastu. Okay, when the high-rise building, the earth, when you go away from the 10th floor, there is no Vastu in that particular place. Up to 10 floors only, Vastu will work. Above 10 floors, no need to see Vastu because you are in the sky energy. You are the energy of the earth is away from the earth energy. That's the reason the Western countries, the Vastu is not very influenced because up to 15 floors, they have the car parking. Then only the dwelling place comes. So that is why the Western countries, Vastu is not that much affects. Nowadays, we too, slowly adopting the Western culture in the dwelling area. So I strongly recommend, when you want to experience the good Vastu, you have to pick the property less than the 10th floor. Anything above the 10th floor, the earth energy will be very weak. Okay, you are into sky energy and air energy. So other two, three energies will be very less. That is why I strongly recommend pick the property less than 10 floors.
And what are the simple Vastu remedies you can recommend for nowadays, especially during COVID, and also for general problems, like relationship issues? Because of the stressful environment now, everybody has health issues related to stress, especially mental wellness is very important. And other one, I would say relationship issues because of the lack of, harmony and even patience, I would say, tolerance level. the mental faculties are not that cooperative and not tolerant enough to understand the relationships. So these are the common, challenges I see in today's world. If you can help us understand how Vastu can bring in uh, some remedy measures for relationship issues and for mental wellness, and also this challenging COVID times,
I know. Actually, the relationship issues, I have many case studies in my career. Wherever, the relationship is having issues, when I notice their bedrooms, most of the cases, the bedroom located in the fire quadrant. When the couples having when the masters having the room in the fire quadrant, definitely the people will not have the good relationship. Okay, so I have a lot of case studies about this, for the young couples. So most of the diverse cases happens when you notice the bedrooms, it was in the southeast corner. So the most important, when person pick the property, make sure the bedroom should not be, the master room should not be in the southeast quadrant. Okay, the basic four things, if you follow Vastu, is great enough. The first most number one is the entry point. When the entry point, out of the eight quadrant, only one quadrant is unfavorable for all the direction, that is southwest. So other than the southwest, all the seven quadrants, you can pick the property. Okay. Then second most important is the kitchen, because the kitchen is very much important for the health. When you cook in the wrong quadrant, the person will not have the good health. Okay. So as you said, the COVID is not affected all our citizen of India. It's affected only few. Okay. I can boldly say here, those who are followed Vastu strictly, they came out from this, this kind of crisis, mainly from the whoever got this, affected, they came out without any much damages. So the health is very important in Vastu, because the health is ultimately important for everything. Okay, so when the person having the proper placement in the kitchen, is first thing is protected level is 25%. Then if the person is in the proper quadrant bedroom, if it is in the proper quadrant, is above 50% is protected. Again, when the person is the sleeping position, if it is in the right directions, then 75% is away from the disease. So when you protect 75% away, if it is above, definitely you are protected. So the most important is sleeping, sleeping disorders only because of the the sleeping positions. The
what direction should
ideal sleeping positions in east to west. The east to west is the best location, and the second most important is west to east. Then third most important is south to north. Other than only one direction you should avoid, that is north to south. Other than the north south, all three direction is the ideal direction for sleeping. Okay. Again, the toilet location also very important. The fourth most important in the Vastu is the toilet location. Out of the eight quadrant, only one direct, two direct, three directions, three quadrants, you should not have a toilet. That is number one, in the northeast, you should not have a toilet. The Brahmasthanam, center of the place, you should not have the toilet. And the southwest, you should not have the toilet. All these three is very important, because this is the area you are getting the positive energy flow into the property. All the positive energy flow entering into a house from the northeast corner, the energy settles in the southwest corner. So this area is very important. That's why in Vastu, we give a lot of importance in the northeast corner, because the northeast corner, you are receiving all the positive energy from the cosmic. That's the reason we recommend to have a prayer room in the northeast corner and the study room in the northeast corner. Okay, if you want to have a library at home, you can have it in the northeast corner. So this is a very important northeast corner, because the receiving energy area is the northeast. That energy all settles in the southwest corner. That's why we strongly recommend the master bedroom should be in the southwest corner. So if you follow the basic things in the Vastu, you are protected one level. So 100% Vastu is possible only for the landed property. Even the landed property, before you have to, before buy the land, you have to consult the proper Vastu consultant, whether the land direction is suitable for you or not. Because in a house, there will be a five family people. Each one of them will be in a different sign, but we focus only the master of the house. At least the husband and wife, if the direction is favorable, then that is great enough. At least the master, the breadwinner, if it is a favorable direction also, that's great enough. This is how you have to pick the property. So definitely ultimate benefit from Vastu, health is the ultimate benefit. Okay. So rest all the based on your karma. When you have the good karma in the last birth, definitely you lead a good life in this birth.
And I understand, sir. Now, if suppose by bad luck or by chance a person has such a house where he is not able to accommodate these things, these points what you have mentioned,
Mm.
do you have any remedies? And also, first of all, before talking about the remedies, I would also like you to explain certain things
Mm.
to people to understand what is this Vastu about,
Okay.
because
Yeah.
directions everybody will understand, but
Okay.
what is this element Vastu? Why are we talking about directions?
Okay. Good question. Is Vastu is the ancient the system for the dwelling. Okay, when the person wants to pick the for the dwelling, he must select the property based on the Vastu principles. When person is choose the property based on the Vastu principles, see the your house is your own graha, so that's why we call it as a graha pravesh, your own planet. When you pick your own planet, if it is in the proper manner, the person will be blessed in that house. See, certain house, when you go into some house, uh, unknowingly your body will blend the property and you will spend a lot of time. Some houses, you want to spend long time with that particular house, but that aura will not allow you to stay more than 10 minutes because of the anti-vastu. So when Vastu is good, the dwellers will experience the benefits. So the benefit is ultimate is health, harmony, peace of mind. Okay. So your next question about what is the remedy if it is unknowingly person bought the wrong property, okay, unfriendly Vastu, then what is it? Because today I tell you, many people look for the shortcut. So if it is not Vastu, then they go for the Yantra, Mantra, Tantra, all these things. I tell you one thing. As I told you, the our Vastu is based on the 5 elements. For example, our stomach is the fire region. Okay. What will happen if the fire region in this chest area? What will happen the fire region in the head area? So by placing one yantra, by placing one things, will you able to relocate that entire things? No. But people always look for the shortcuts. I tell you, there's no shortcut. You have to follow the proper Vastu. Then only you can experience the good things. If really
So,
Vastu is not good in the property, don't hesitate. Change the property. Nothing wrong.
okay,
Why should suffer in the wrong property?
right, right, right,
Our life is not for the suffer. When
right.
when you buy a when you buy a car, if the car is not suit you, definitely will change. No, sometime when you buy a two wheeler, if the two wheeler is not comfortable for you, definitely will change sometime. Like that, when the property, if it is good, no need to change. When the property is not correct, don't hesitate to change. Okay.
I'll ask you one advanced question here.
Yeah.
We hear a lot about electromagnetic fields nowadays,
Mm.
and we also hear about these, when Earth forms its own electromagnetic waves lines,
Mm.
these also actually have a very negative impact in spite of having a good direction home according to Vastu, 100% Vastu principles.
Mm.
Now, what are these electromagnetic lines and how are we able to protect ourselves from these electromagnetic waves?
Okay, this is the electromagnetic wave and geopathy is all the same thing. So geopathy is the down the earth. The electromagnetic is the higher energy, higher amount of the energies. Okay. There are a lot of gadgets is available. Okay, in a today by minimize the electromagnetics. There are today. I found recently I bought one gadgets from the Amazon. You can check to the electromagnet how much electromagnetic is nearby her house. Okay, there is a recently I bought the device. It's a very wonderful device. See, one case, well, I got one case study in my experience. One house, the particularly all the people continuously having the cancer, one by one. But the root there is the past roof, there was nothing. But in these clans only they have the continuously one by one they got the cancer, but not very serious, but the mild. But many Vastu consultant visited, they said everything is because the house is constructed as per Vastu. But later one doctor said, you better check the electromagnetic, any disturbance, any nearby your house. Then they found the huge transformer is immediate next to the property. And nowadays people talks about the tower, mobile tower. It's influence. There are a lot of influence about this device in these things. So that's why I recommend when you buy a property, you have to follow all these things.
Very nice. Audience, any question? I see some questions here. I think it's related to a little bit of bad karma, how to overcome bad karma and all.
How
Would
to
you like?
how to overcome bad karma? You do good karma in this birth. We didn't know about our last birth, but when you do good karma in this birth, definitely certain amount you can use, you can take in this birth also. I have a lot of case studies because once you come to know why we suffer in one family, one person is leading always good life, one person is always suffer in one family. The same father, mother, one son doing very well, one son not doing well, always sick. Why? The same father and mother, they treated both the same way manner, but one got a very good, tremendous, one is total failure. This is the karma. So, moment when you come to know your karma, when you failure, then start doing the good things in this birth. Definitely, in the same birth, you will have some good things in this birth itself. No need to wait for the next karma. Even in this birth itself, you will lead some good things.
Very nice. Very nice. So
That is
I
why
would
there are a
like
lot
to,
of charity. We recommend many charities. Okay, so many charities. There are a lot of those days the people. Why we have a lot of temples in our India? Now, no, lakhs of temples we have. Those days, the rich people they built the for the poor people, for everything, for free food. Our even the temples today, the free food is still we follow. Traditionally we follow. Even Tamil Nadu, many temples started giving the free food for poor people.
right, right. Traditionally, the temple were very, it's like mansion size, usually
Yeah.
earlier,
Yes.
where it accommodated people, food was given, and shelter was given for
Yes.
needy. So, yeah, we understand. So, audience, I think you might have had a very enlightened session today
Thank
with
you.
Dr. Yuvraj Sowma and Dr. Krishna Kumar and Dr. Pooja Kasera. It's just like we are introducing wellness through the Vedic studies and the Vedic concepts. I hope it is very interesting for you all. If it interests you to learn more in a very academic way, you are welcome to apply for our courses at admissions at vedicwellnessuniversity.com. We do have Vaastu courses, a diploma in Vaastu studies, and also a diploma in astrology and masters in medical astrology. So we also have certificate course in aromatherapy. So these are the sessions we had today, and we have all these courses at our university. And I welcome Dr. Sethuram sir to have a vote of thanks for our speakers today.
Good evening, friends.
Great.
In fact, we had a very interesting session today. In fact, the first in the series that we had on aromatherapy was a very interesting technique which helps you to get rid of your health issues. And Dr. Pooja, she had very interestingly, she mentioned about the history or how the aromatherapy came into be existence, an accidental discovery. And then, of course, it picked up a lot of importance, and people started using not only for treatment but also as a massage purposes, so that they take care of their skin. Nowadays, you talk about it. Tanning should be there to this level and that level, and the people are very conscious about their skin color, and all those things happen because of the essential oils and massage technique, which is nothing but an extension of aromatherapy technique. And Dr. Pooja, she had given a very interesting account of the aromatherapy, how we can make use of it in our treating our ailments. Thanks to Dr. Pooja Kesera. And of course, there have been a lot of points raised, and she had answered most of those questions towards the end of her session. And for more queries and for more information on that, as Rashmiji was mentioning, you are most welcome to send your queries and show your interest, and probably we can even have a workshop. And we also encourage you to register for courses that we'll be announcing shortly in these areas. Thank you, Dr. Pooja Kesera. Then we had Dr. Krishna Kumar. Of course, he is a renowned astrologer who had brought in astrology, medical astrology component, which helps us in not only treating the diseases, but also in predicting the diseases. In fact, he has listed the 12 houses in the horoscope and how they are related to different parts in our body and how they get affected by the Lord of the Lagman 4, 6, 8, 12. So really that was very, very interesting to know about our, maybe we can even predict what set of diseases and how we have to prevent ourselves from getting into that. So in that way, he had gone very much in detail, and due to lack of time, of course, he couldn't share more information. Again, I would strongly recommend that those of you who would like to know more about it, please do contact us, and we are here to help you in registering for any of the courses. And the third thing, of course, so in that way, I thank Dr. Krishna Kumar for making that medical astrology component into our presentation for our wellness as being our driving force. And the third thing, Vaastu for our wellness. In fact, Yuvraj Sowma, he had in very simple terms, he had explained the implications of various directions and how to construct a house, and for the health and harmony of the people living in the house, how it should be very well looked into, and the importance of directions in choosing your landed property or constructing a house. He had very succinctly and in very simple terms, he has explained the things, and the discussion and the questions raised by some of the audience were really quite useful. And I thank Mr. Yuvraj Sowma. Of course, we have him with us after quite some time, and he had done a very excellent presentation on Vaastu. So I thank Mr. Yuvraj Sowma. And on the whole, we had a very interesting session today, and I wish we see you in the remaining weekend sessions also in the rest of the topics that we are associated with the wellness of humanity. Thank you very much for making these sessions interesting, not only from the speaker's point of view, but from the audience point of view. There had been good number of people participating and raising points for discussion and things like that. So I thank each and one of you for having made these sessions quite interesting. And I thank our university colleagues and my friend Rashmi ji and Krishna ji for making this happen, and wish you all good luck. Thank you, and good night for those from India, and have a good day for people from US. Thank you.
Thank you.
So thank you everybody for attending today's session. We welcome you all for tomorrow's session. We do have tomorrow 6:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time and 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Log in for more wellness sessions and with eminent speakers and to learn more about wellness concepts. Thank you and namaste.
Namaste.